It's your boy Dungo. So look, you've seen what herbs can do for guys, but
herbs are also good for ladies as well. So I know Paul promised you that he's going to do like a second chapter to his first video on why herbs are good for women. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today.
So stay tuned. These are my guy herbs.
And these are my lady herbs, women herbs.
Today is a special one. It's a highly requested video. I'm joined by
Sophia. My name is Sophia, the herbalist.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into herbs.
I'm a herbalist. I haven't always wanted to be a herbalist. I've always wanted to be a doctor, so I've always wanted to heal people and interested in health. But yeah, after studying medicine for a year or so, I got kind of sidetracked and I really wanted to study herbal medicine. So I went into that, graduated, and I just fell in love with herbs really. And my passion is to let everybody fall in love with herbs and learn how to use them to heal themselves and whatnot.
Listen, stop guys. Leave a clap in the comments if you just like what you heard. Leave a clap in the comments.
Yeah.
How would you say it is important for a woman to be focused on health, herbs, and understanding the power within both of those?
Yeah, so it's important because as you know, when you haven't got your health, your whole life's kind of upside down. If you're sick with something, especially when you don't know how to treat it, you're like, you find it hard to work, you find it hard to socialise, it can impact your mental health as well. So it's important to look after your health. So every area of your life is kind of taken care of, do you know what I mean? And I think the society that we live in, we're kind of dependent upon like doctors or external bodies to take care of us when we're sick, because we don't have a lot of knowledge about how to take care of ourselves, or how to even look after ourselves to prevent us from getting sick. So that's why I think herbs and learning about herbs is so important, because we need to be able to have the power to keep ourselves healthy or to treat ourselves when we're sick, to treat our friends, our family. Yeah, so that's why I think herbs are really important.
Alright, so let's move on to talk about something exciting. Herbs. But
Herbs are exciting, you know.
yeah, herbs, like, yeah, come on. There's probably like, how many herbs do you reckon there are in the planet?
I don't know.
So how many herbs do you have in your collection?
I don't know. You know what? I think every herbalist, they have a lot of herbs, but then they have their like set of like maybe 20 herbs that are their core herbs, which they use constantly. So maybe like about 20 herbs I can say, yeah,
that's my
I use this, yeah.
And we know that it works. I'm like that too.
Yeah.
I counted my herb collection. I've got 22. So that's a lot of money. A lot of
yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But it's like, when you understand the power in it, it's actually quite exciting to some extent. It's like, or if you drink a herb and you feel something, it's like that did that, a plant.
Yeah, especially if you don't really know about those stuff too tough. And I love when you see people converted to herbs. Some people like plants, yeah, okay, but when you see them converted because it's helped them or they've seen results, it's really nice, man.
It's dope.
It is.
Most of us, all we know is broccoli, spinach, and these are the only plants we know. Yeah. Like, to think there's something called a name you can't pronounce.
Yeah.
Like, ashwagandha. Speaking of ashwagandha, that was one of the herbs that I spoke a lot from a guy's perspective on my last video.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, ashwagandha is amazing. It's like, ashwagandha comes under a group of herbs called adaptogens. Adaptogens are amazing because it helps your body basically adapt to stress. When you're stressed, you know, whether it's emotional, physical, whatever, it can have a big impact on your whole body.
Stress
basically.
is one of them. It's like a big killer. It's dangerous.
Exactly, it's such a big killer, and it sends all of your other hormonal systems out of balance. So your thyroid, your sex hormones are going to be out of balance. So you could have problems with fertility, libido, and all these different things. So adaptogens just help your body adapt to stress better. They help you to cope with stress better, and they kind of negate some of the negative effects that stress has. Exactly.
And
so
that's like
a great one.
That's like an upward spiral. So I spoke about the downward spiral of stress. But when your body starts getting relieved from stress and you start feeling happier, then you feel happier because you feel happier. It's like, you know what I mean, you're slowly feeling yourself climbing up things.
Typical English people, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Just no vegan biscuits. And yeah, you're vegan too, right?
Yeah, plant-based.
I like plant-based. How long have you been plant-based for?
About 8 years now, 2010. About 2010, yeah.
A seasoned veteran.
Somewhat.
sometimes I had a conversation with a friend, and he bought one of the herbs, and I think he's expecting the herb to be the be all and end all to solve his problems. But I'm like, you have to have a lifestyle adapted to the herb.
Exactly.
So that, speak a bit about your opinion on that from a female perspective.
Yeah, so I think diet and lifestyle are the biggest things. When people come to me, the main thing that I'm thinking of before even herbs, I'm thinking of, what are you eating? What are you eating? What are you doing? Because if you're having like certain health problems, if you're not sleeping enough, if you're just, you know, working too hard, overstressing your body, your diet is crap, then the herbs, there might be some benefit for you, but they're not going to solve your issue. Do you know what I mean? And some herbs work better when you have a good terrain, a good body. So certain like these female herbs or whatever, they work better when you've got good gut bacteria. See, if you've got bad bacterial imbalances going on in the body, they don't work as well. And science has proven that some don't work as well if you've got, you know, bad bacteria. So you need to be supplementing herbs with a good diet and lifestyle, to be honest. Otherwise, not that there's no point, but you're not going to get maximum results and long-term results as well.
So what kind of key things then from a female or lady perspective should she be doing? You watching, what should she be doing? So
maybe I'm a bit biased, but I think a plant-based diet is really beneficial. It's like beneficial for your health, and not just a plant-based diet, but a healthy one. So a lot of people don't eat meat or whatever, but they eat a lot of junk food and a lot of burgers and stuff like that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have those once in a while, but your main
balance is key.
Exactly. Your main diet should consist of whole foods, lots of fruit, lots of vegetables, greens, a lot of green foods, whole grains like, you know, like rice, buckwheat, quinoa, a lot of these things that you're going to get nutrients from. Because whenever you eat a plate of food in front of you, you should think, what am I getting from this? What's it going to do to my body? Do you know what I mean? Not just how
does it taste?
Exactly. Even though it can taste good, but it's not just about the taste.
When you understand some of the nutrients in some of these things, and what it's doing for you, it's like getting a check and cash. So you get the initial cash, then you also get a check that's inside that when it's cash, it's like, hey, I'm even richer, yo.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You feel better. You naturally feel better. You have more energy when you're eating better. You have more like your focus, your concentration. And I think with testimony, because recently I haven't been eating very well, skipping meals and not being able to cook and stuff like that. And
Word.
Yeah. But you know, you naturally started lacking nutrients, so I've become a bit low in iron. I've sorted that out, but yeah, my immune system, like, you can tell now that I'm a bit under the weather. But when you don't get enough nutrients in your body, you're more likely to fall ill all the time, or to be lacking things and have bad periods for women and stuff like that. So
heavy periods, you know what I'm saying? And I know food can have an impact in that. And since you're an herbalist, what ideas can you give? Let's say like a couple of tips to people to actually understand their bodies and maybe recommend some herbs.
So there's two herbs that come to mind when I think about heavy periods. So one of them is yarrow. Do we have yarrow there? Is that yarrow? That's yarrow. So yarrow is great for heavy periods. It's astringent. So what that means, it just helps reduce the blood loss, basically, when you're on your period. So yarrow to drink throughout the whole cycle, not just when you're on your period, throughout the whole cycle, drinking yarrow is really good. Another one called shepherd's purse, I don't think I have that with me, but shepherd's purse is really good for heavy periods. It just helps to kind of reduce it.
Shepherd's purse?
Shepherd's purse, yeah. And what you want to do is when you want to kind of ascertain the cause, like why are your periods heavy, what's going on. A lot of the time there's a hormonal imbalance in the body, and that's what you want, herbs that are going to help to balance the hormones in the body. So ladies mantle, you might have heard of it. It's a really good herb. It helps increase your progesterone. A lot of ladies have insufficient progesterone in the body, and that can cause things like increased PMS, bad pain when you're on your period, clotting. It can cause you having infertility, so not being able to get pregnant.
I think that's even important, because one thing that we do is, even guys are worse. Our body's saying to you, hey, there's something not quite right here, right? And we ignore it, thinking, you know what, this is normal. So would you say period pains or heavy period pains are normal?
Some cramping is normal to have some cramping. It's normal to have some cramping, but where it becomes debilitating and it's for over long periods of time, so over more than one day. So when
more than one day.
When it becomes debilitating, and that's an issue now. Do you know what I mean? It's normal to get some cramping because the lining of the uterus is breaking down.
Yeah.
Obviously you're gonna have some cramping over the first day, or in a few hours it could be a bit bad, but you get over it. But when it becomes debilitating, where you can't go to work, you're bedbound and those kind of things, painkillers like drastic, then then there's an issue that you need to
So your body's telling you, you know what, this is something you might need to take a look at.
Exactly. And if you have problems staying pregnant, some people keep getting miscarriages early on in the pregnancy, like in the early weeks. That's the problem with low progesterone, not having enough progesterone in the body. So ladies' mantle is a great herb for that. Same with yarrow, but more so ladies' mantle.
That's dope. That's dope. So guys, so my sisters, because I know you don't thought I was lying, I'm not going to make a video from a female perspective, and I think it's key for you guys because you guys are like the most powerful people in the world. You know what I mean? You bring life. It's, you know what I mean? It's amazing. It's like miracles happening daily. So what we ingest, what we digest, what we eat, that kind of herbs that we take, and the more we pay attention to what's going on here, it doesn't impact just us. It impacts your grandkids because it's going to impact your children.
Exactly.
It's going to impact you. Do you know what I mean? So look into some of these herbs. I'm going to try to put some links in the description of some of what we've spoken about. Quick toast. Long life, prosperity, and
mangoes.
Mango. She said mangoes.